Hello and welcome back, dear mimusas, to the Phoenix Priestess podcast. This is episode number 26. This is your sacred permission portal to priestess, your own presence and power. Today's sacred share is going to include astrology. We just passed a full moon in Sagittarius and Scorpio. Remember when you hear me say two, the first one is in Vedic, the second one is in tropical astrology, as I am really enjoying weaving the medicine of both. I am recording this on the 2nd of July, which means that in Vedic, we're still in Gemini, and tropical, we are in Cancer season. I personally am feeling the medicine for me in Cancer and Capricorn. And a little reminder of the sacred essence, and this is my summary, my super summary. Obviously, each sign includes so much more. But for me, this is the resonance in which I reconnect with the quickest with the zodiac signs. And Gemini is the sacred divine communicator of God's message here on earth through curiosity, through creativity, through the polarity of darkness and light. It is an air element. Cancer, the sacred divine mother, protecting us, reminding us to nourish, to nurture that which gives to us, that which gifts us, that which connects us with our soul gifts. It's the ability to connect deeply with your inner home and with your physical home through the relationships and the emotions and what lives inside of those relationships that live in your home with you. And so it's the nurturance, the nurturing of your physical home. Sagittarius, the sacred philosopher, teacher, sage, traveler through time and space in order to unite all universal messages back into love. And each and every one of us must traverse those inward journeys and those outward journeys with sacred systems, with sacred beings, with sacred sites through traveling, and reap that wisdom from within. So the sacred theme is you are your own sacred divine teacher. You are the holiest of teachers for yourself, first and foremost. Capricorn, the sacred builder, the sacred masculine of the zodiac, reminding us to build, to grow, to leave a long-lasting legacy, just like he leaves his testosterone, his testosterone too. He leaves his lubrication, he leaves his semen, he leaves his desire to create life on earth in many different ways. But in its essence, it is that growth capsule that is deeply devoted to the daily and will do anything for growth in its highest form. all zodiac signs also have their shadows. And so just taking a moment and sensing which one of those sacred themes you are most resonating or relating to in this cycle. Maybe it's a weaving of all of them, or two of them, or three of them. I know for myself and for my closest mimusas, peers, and clients that I have been supporting, I love to notice the themes. I love to hear the synchronicities. And what I am sensing is that we are really being called as women and as mothers to even dive deeper into our own feminine remembrance, reawakening, revitalizing of that connection that is so alive and palpable, and waiting for that, for our own sacred pulse to beat us back to life. And when I say beat, I don't mean beat as in hurt, I mean as in heartbeat. And how our heartbeat naturally knows the rhythm that we need. And so that's the resonance that we're remembering again. That my model is not your model, and your model is not my model. And that my rituals and my routines are not going to be the best ones for you. That each one of us have our own sacred soul imprints, soul mandalas, soul curriculum. And each one of us must undertake that responsibility. This is Capricorn energy. We must say yes to being responsible to our own remembrance, for our own highest good, and for the highest good of others. And so it is a time, it is a season of releasing the illusion that we can think our way into peace, into prosperity, into power, into growing. And remember that the path also includes one of undoing, one of being, one of holding, one of accepting truly what is. That yes, our frame of mind, yes, our mental models, yes, our beliefs are shaping our conscious, unconscious lives. They are being shaped by our thinking. But this moon cycle really is asking for a deeper body remembrance. Our bodies know how to be alive. They know how to do the daily. If not, we would not be alive. Our bodies, all of our internal systems know how to communicate with each other. And so it is a time to release that control, that pressure, that it has to look or be a certain way. A deeper invitation into the remembrance that everything really is happening in sacred divine timing. with this full moon cycle, there's really a culmination of, and this is my own just personal take. Again, each and every one of us are invited always to take what we like, what works for us, and to release what doesn't, period. And I am sensing the energy, the culminating energy of our north node, our collective north node at the surface. So for the last little more than 2 years, we have been in a Pisces north node and a south node in Virgo. I am actually going to do a YouTube video that speaks a lot more directly to that. So stay tuned, because that is going to be coming soon. With the shadow of Virgo, so Virgo is the south node, and Virgo, we can see it as that we already, in our own personal charts, our south node names that we already came in with through our karma, through our soul gifts, and that we're also called forth to release in the shadow. And the Virgo shadows are perfectionism, over-controlling, OCD-ness. It's like oh my God, I did it again. I did the pushing. I did the order thing. Like, I wake up and I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. If not, I'm not good enough. If not, I'm not worthy. Bullshit on that. We have 1 more month. And if it hasn't clicked for you, that's okay. If it doesn't click for you in a month, that's okay too. But just know that the energy that is really coming up to surface is that energy that really doesn't give to us or anyone else anything positive, by our controlling, by our measuring, by our trying to perfect into this certain like formula that just does not exist. I do trust that if you're hearing this, you are a beautiful mimusa who is inspired by her life, who inspires others, and who daily is in renewal of her own inspiration. And so those beautiful Virgo qualities of creating sacred rituals and routines that are in service of you are at the core of your existence. Virgo is about discerning. It's about feeling the orgasmic in the order, but without the attachment to the specificity of how the order shall be in that given second. But knowing that it will happen. You will eat. You will make your art. You will write that email. You will reconnect with that being that you had a little snafu with. You will be the leader of that which you're wanting to transform in your life. And Pisces is the intuitive waters. That embrace us all in togetherness. It's the mystical realm that is breathing with awe. It's ancestor territory, remembering that we are supported. It's deeply artistic and creative by nature, and calling forth that creativity. And so for the last 2 years, in what area of your life do you notice that your creativity has been more online? In one area or more areas? Your deeper connection with source, your source and source, and how we're all interconnected. And so Pisces in its very last month, it's almost like the deepest, darkest, quietest winter. It's asking us also for quietude. So yes, in part of the earth, it's summer season. But it's also winter in part of the earth as well. And so there is also that invitation for a deep pause to listen. To ask ourselves, what do we need to stop doing? What really is not working for us anymore? In what area of our lives are we no longer being nourished and nurturing ourselves? Where have we forgotten to remother ourselves without any shame? That's where Cancer comes in. And she inside of us remembers it's okay. You're here, so there's time, and everything in divine timing. It's a time to release the version of success in our minds and in our everyday lives that we have enacted that actually has cost us ourselves, our true selves, our authentic selves. And a time to choose the version that actually does nourish our bodies in benefit of our soul. I'm going to share with you a poem that I've shared many times because I do feel like it is one of my mystic muse anthems, reminding us with a Sagittarius heart that we are our own greatest healers, teachers, friends to ourselves. This poem is on the back cover of Soul Satiation. Soul Satiation is my first mystical soul poetry tarot book. The first book is really a sacred femme mystery manual, but not a manual in the sense of what I've been speaking about, of me promising that you shall receive 1, 2, 3, 4, or that you must read the poems in a specific order, or you must do them or live them in a specific way in order to receive a badge of worthiness. No, my dear mimusa. This sacred book, as well as my second book, when you pick it up, it has the resonance that you are worthy just as you are, that you are loved even in the darkest corners that you're not even willing to look at in this moment. That you are still receiving even if you are in a deep winter and you cannot feel it. You are deeply loved by life. And your soul is always waiting for you to remember that. If you are desiring a deeper connection with yourself through these sacred transmissions and or my support as a mystic mentor, I am here for you, my dear. You could find all of my sacred offerings on my website, jimenamosquera.com, in the store. And the books can be found on Amazon, but on my website, it will take you directly where you're looking. Eyes closed or not, standing or not. Always ask yourself, and before even asking ourselves, just be. Be in that sacred resonance of receiving yourself as you fully are. Wholeness, tantra, abundance, all of these sacred words, in essence, do include, like Gemini, they include the shadow and the light. They include spaces that we have not even seen inside of us and our shining soul selves. It includes all of us. All of us is always welcomed back home. It's called Come in Source. Come in Source, my beautiful mimusa. Come in Source, inside of yourself, in sourcing your own sacred sovereignty. That is the space where your soul dwells. Every woman has her own key. Yes, that means you. You have your own key. The key that is sacred and special and only satiates your own door. It reopens an inward dwelling portal that is everlasting and ecstatic to your sacred longing, to your sacred surrender, to your sacred satiation. Your inner hallelujah, your sacred sanctum sanctuary, your tantric trinity temple. Tanto Tantra. Instrument for expansion am I. Are you? What, me? You might ask. Yes, you, my dear. Yes, you. Yes, you hold that key. It is that I hear, is always heralding you back home. Home, inside, to in-source, in your everlasting well. Welcome yourself back in. Amen. P.S. I did add a little extra words to the poem. Have a beautiful and blessed day. If there's anything that you'd love to share, you can hop over to the YouTube channel and share it over there, or you can actually contact me through the contact form in jimenamosquera.com. Sending you so much love, my dear mimusa.